Hello Wolfpack, I'm going to be showing you today in this video a couple of coins that I'm actually looking at for the next few weeks. Now I'm not trading these coins yet, but I'm looking at them quite intensely. I'm going to show you the breakout zones, I'm going to show you the invalidation points, I'm going to show you the stop losses, etc. Just general trade setups for these two coins here. And the coins are, first of all, PancakeSwap, and second of all, it's going to be VeChain here, okay? And then if actually, you know what, we can do three. You know, why not? Let's do three. So PancakeSwap, VeChain, we'll also do Coin98 here. These are three coins that I'm looking at for the next, say, 3 to 4 weeks. That I'm looking for a breakout on these coins, waiting for it. Now, it could very well not happen. We could very well break downwards, but it's good to have your trade set up beforehand. And then when a scenario plays out, for example, the bullish scenario, when it plays out, you know, either on Bitcoin or on these coins or on both, you have it prepared so you can make that trade if the time comes. And if the time doesn't come, the time doesn't come. So first and foremost, PancakeSwap. And what we've got here is a long-term, since around August 2021, descending wedge formation. That's a bullish formation, right? And some would argue it's a descending channel formation. It really depends on how you draw the lines. But regardless, the breakout zone is going to be coming in at around $7 to around $7.60, depending on what time we break out. But this is the pattern here. And supporting that pattern, we have a very slight bullish divergence on the RSI. We can also see on the RSI that we've failed to drop below around 25 in that RSI for basically the entire history of PancakeSwap as a coin on TradingView, and so that's going to be a perfect buy zone if we get down there again. We can also see a bullish MACD cross forming here on PancakeSwap. If we see one more green candle close, we will see that bullish MACD cross play out. But ultimately, what I'm looking at for PancakeSwap is a break above this wedge. If we do see that break above the wedge, if we see a daily candle above the wedge and Bitcoin looks okay, we'll be taking that trade and we'll be looking to sell at around $10 at that psychological resistance zone at 10 USD, and that has formed quite clearly over time. Even, you know, if you want to be a little bit safe at around $9.38, that's where a lot of these previous wicks have gone down to, and hence that's going to be acting as resistance in the future. So that's the setup for PancakeSwap there, and I'm looking at PancakeSwap for a breakout, and I'm going to get my alert set on that one. Now, VeChain is a coin that has already kind of broken out of its wedge, but it's not convincing, and the reason why is because, well, yes, we've seen a breakout of the wedge technically, but it's actually in form of a kind of skewed daily candle close. You can see we daily candle closed below the wedge, and then we opened above the wedge, so it wouldn't constitute an actual breakout. We need to see a close above the wedge, and so this daily candle might provide that, but again, we need to be looking at Bitcoin as well. Regardless, if this does successfully play out, we do have a bullish divergence forming, we do have a bullish MACD cross that's played out, very similar to other coins here, and we have, you know, well, right now, actually, the reason why we're taking a while to break upwards is because we're fighting the 21-week EMA, 21-day EMA, which is a very important line to break. If we can come up, we can close a daily candle above the 21-day EMA, and this yellow line here on this next daily candle close. It might not be the worst trading idea here on VeChain. I know where I'd set my stop loss. I'd set it at around 5 cents, just below 5 cents, around 4.9 cents there, because you can see the support region lining up from this previous kind of bottom here, and that would put you at a very, very small loss of around, let's see, around 6 or 7% at the stop loss. So a very small loss. And as for a take profit zone, you'd probably be looking at the very minimum at around, well, let's see, this region here around 6.8 cents, where the last historical kind of high was, the semi-high there. And if you were really optimistic on the market, and this is not what I would be doing personally, I'd be looking for about a 0.382 on the Fibonacci, which is taking you to about 7.7 cents on VeChain there. So definitely an interesting setup. We'll be waiting to see what the daily candle close holds. If we can close above the 21-day EMA, that will be a good sign, a good step in the right direction. But again, it really depends on your views on Bitcoin, but it's something we're keeping an eye on as well. And the last coin I'm looking at is Coin98. This is a little bit of a more preliminary stage here on Coin98, but essentially what we're seeing is a very long term, basically the entire duration of this coin, it's been in a massive descending wedge formation. When we see this, we usually see massive upside breaks, but due to the state of the market, due to the bearishness of the market, if we do break to the upside here on Coin98, so say we close above this wedge, I would be taking profits as early as this pink line at $1.83. So say, for example, it takes a week for a breakout, we break out, we close above $1.42. You'd set up a trade, you're buying at $1.42, you look for about a 28% profit, sell at $1.83, and then your stop loss, To be honest, you could set your stop loss quite low on this one, so it's up to you really. But you know, the major historical support is down at $1.10. That's a little bit of a risky trade there, so you could set a higher. It's really up to you at that point. But you know, personally, if I was buying in after the breakout of the wedge, I'd probably set my stop loss just below that wedge again. But essentially, yeah, we're looking for a trade on this one. If we do break the wedge to the upside, which is a possibility, we're looking at around $1.83, which also lines up with the Ichimoku cloud, which is going to be just in that region as well. And also bull market support band will be heading downwards towards that region very soon. And then we're also looking at something like the Gaussian channel, which is in the same region. So say, for example, we do something like this, break to the upside, reject off Ichimoku, reject off Gaussian channel, and reject off the resistance at $1.83. Get a little 20% profit there, sell out, and then it drops down into a bear market structure. And then we see something like that. That could be interesting for Coin98. So those are 3 coins I'm looking at in terms of kind of scalp trades or swing trades. Now, I'm not bullish on Bitcoin yet, as you guys would know. I've made that very, very clear. But those are just independent coins, looking at the technical analysis and those coins alone. That's what I'm looking at. Those are my 3 coins that I'm keeping an eye on the next few weeks for potential trading opportunities. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll catch you in the next video.